afraid he died from his injuries later in hospital. Well, the match itself went on, and the team news was this. No Dion Dublin, of course, for Coventry. Gordon Strachan kept 9 of the players who went out of the Worthington Cup at Luton and brought back Nielsen and Froggatt. And after fielding a reserve cup side in midweek, Arsenal selection returned to normal except for the injured Adams and Bergkamp. Parlour was back after missing 2 games. John Champion was at the match.
Telfer. Too long for Froggatt. Headed by Dixon, but this is Boateng. Nicely disguised pass. Froggatt with 3 waiting. And it was Patrick Vieira who sorted it out for Arsenal. Almost took the ball out of his goalkeeper Seaman's hands. This is Ljungberg though. Marcus Hall can't get to him. It was Hall made the challenge. Shaw was there to clear the ball. Parlour. Waiting for a little more support. Coming in part from Lee Dixon. Froggatt. Telfer leapt, but not as high as Keown. And he's Boateng, who can pick his spot, and the spot he's chosen is a strange one. Far too close to the Arsenal keeper. Here's Parlour. Overmars in this more central role, looking to create havoc from there, and that was a foul by Telfer, which is going to earn him a caution. First yellow card of the afternoon issued to Paul Telfer. Instead of creating havoc on the left wing, he's doing it through the centre. There are 4 in the Coventry wall, plus Vieira, and this is Petit, right against the middle of the wall. Parlour. Well struck from a difficult angle. It has been just about the worst week of Gordon Strachan's 2-year tenure at Highfield Road. Defeat at Southampton, at Luton, and then the Dion Dublin affair has tested his patience and that of his chairman Brian Richardson. Lee Dixon, left by Ljungberg, on by Anelka. This is Ljungberg, Green's challenge, and the referee has decided that the Swede Ljungberg took a dive, and it's a yellow card. A verbal warning as well from the Coventry captain, explaining that that isn't the way to do things in the English Premiership. Sadly, it is becoming more and more the way, but Breen made the challenge. Ljungberg was eager to go to ground, and it's cost him a booking. Petit. Vieira. Space now for Overmars. Might try and curl it, went for power in the end. Only out as far as Nicola Anelka. Trying to improve the angle. But having improved it, he wasted it. It's a threatening passage of play though from Arsenal. It usually is when Overmars has the ball. Overmars. Now this is Parlour. Promising once again for Arsenal. Until the intervention of McAllister. And his clearance has found its way to the feet of Huckabee. Through to Whelan, and the flag's up. Whelan. McAllister. Just about the final attack this of the first half. Nielsen. Well, for a player who hasn't scored in English football for nigh on 6 years, it wasn't a bad effort. Coventry have sent forward Gary Breen and Marcus Hall. And Froggatt. McAllister with the delivery. And the header was by Paul Telfer, who arrived late but couldn't direct it as he might have wished. Arsenal have won more than half the games they've played under the tutelage of Arsene Wenger. Telfer's throw. Off Vieira for a corner. Here's Overmars. City gaining ground, but it's still Overmars who could go all the way, and it's easy for Nicola Anelka. He'll claim the goal, but virtually all the credit has to go to the Flying Dutchman, Mark Overmars. Overmars ran and ran, went inside one defender. Hedman made a good save, but that was powerless to stop Anelka putting Arsenal in front. An assist and a half to Overmars. Telfer. First touch was not quite executed as he would have wished. But Coventry have gained the throw-in. They were branded weak-minded by Gordon Strachan in losing at Luton in the League Cup in midweek. It's not an accusation he could really repeat on today's showing. But there's a mistake, and this is Anelka trying to get away from Clement. He could go all the way, Anelka. Everything was right but the finish. Certainly had the legs on the Belgian Philippe Clement. Hedman was more or less helpless, and was therefore very relieved to see the shot dragged wide.
Yeah, we were very happy with the result. Because it was a difficult match. Coventry need the points. They were fighting hard. I thought they played better than us. But yeah, sometimes it is a match from where each team is getting one or two chances.
How aware were those of you on the bus about what had happened?
We knew that a man was injured when we were driving backwards, but we didn't know how much, and so we went into the dressing room, and all the players were always asking before the game what's happened to this man, and we didn't really know. And so it was, of course, very disturbing, and in that kind of circumstances, even when you're preparing for a game, you don't feel like playing.
When you hear something like that before the game, then suddenly there's something going at the back of your head, like there's more than football. There's more life than football only. And before the game, everybody was very touched. If you hear something like that, I think it's a horrible feeling to have that before getting on the pitch.
Well, I would say it's a good result, but a sad day for us, because the moodiness in the dressing room is not very high, and everybody is so sorry.
Indeed. Well, there are 3 other matches to come. Steve Lee and Ian Payne reporting on those matches. Now, Aston Villa's inactivity allowed Manchester United to close the gap at the top to a point. United are now 5-4 favourites for the title. Arsenal 9-4. Villa stay at 10-1. Further down, Leeds made it 6 draws from 6 away games. Southampton stay bottom, despite making it 3 games without defeat. Coventry drop a place, and Forest play at Middlesbrough tomorrow.